Hi there. As I promised in the last video, this time I'm going to let you in on the secret that could change your writing life forever. Where you failed before, this time you will succeed. What you'll learn today is going to transform the way you think about writing your novel. It really is. Once you know this thing that I know, you won't want to wait a single minute more. You're going to be so keen to start getting those words on the page and watching your word count rise. And you're going to do it easily, in a way that you love and enjoy, and with no more pressure anymore. But before I tell you what it is, I want to recap what I've been talking about in the last two videos. I've told you why the simple desire to write a novel isn't enough. That it's something you have to work at, show commitment to, and that getting between 80 to 90,000 words down in a document is a big task. And I've talked about first draft freedom. I've told you that with this psychological approach, you can stop treating your writing career as something that lurks at the bottom of your list of priorities. Because when you decide not to focus on what you truly want, you're telling yourself subliminally that your desires, your creative needs and wants aren't worth anything. They're certainly not worth as much as picking up your dry cleaning or going to the dentist or cooking dinner for your household yet again, because this is a habit, or these are habits that have been ingrained for years, and how on earth can you ever change them? I've told you about some of the most famous authors in history and how they struggled with their writing that actually eventually became part of a canon of great literature that is still read and enjoyed and admired today. I've told you about the difficulties of beginnings of opening lines, and I've shown you how to push past that. If you haven't watched the first two videos, I really recommend you go back and have a look at them, because we've covered some really important things and I don't want you to miss out on them. But now, I'm going to tell you about my big secret. Called The Myth of the Cabin in the Woods, which already actually sounds like a novel, except it's not. It's actually a thought that stops you writing your novel. It's what you tell yourself when you think about finally sitting down and writing that novel, and you look around where you live and you think, I don't have anywhere convenient to sit, there's nowhere quiet or inspirational, and I've got too much on my to-do list, so I can't just take an hour out of my day and sit down and start writing fiction just for the hell of it. If only I had a cabin in the woods where no one would disturb me and I would be left all alone. Then I would be able to finally write this book I've been dreaming about for years. But the hard truth is that this idea is a fake. There is no mythical cabin in the woods where you can go and get total peace and solitude. And so the sooner you accept this plan is never going to happen, the sooner you can get on with writing your book within the confines of your life as it actually exists. This is you. And these are some of the demands on your time. Children, work, shopping, exercise, sleeping, going out and socialising. And up here, here's the dream: writing a best-selling book. So how do we get rid of all of these things so that we can focus on what we really want to be doing? Well, first of all, we cross out the cabin, because it's not going to happen. And then we just do some simple maths. Let's say we're aiming to write 80,000 words. So if we wrote 1,000 words a day, we could finish our book in 80 days. That's less than 3 months. But we need to be realistic, because we do have other demands on our time, and we are going to have to be flexible in our writing time. That doesn't mean we abandon it so that we can cross all our chores off our list. It means that we set ourselves realistic expectations about how much we can achieve in a certain period of time. It's really as simple as that. Instead of a cabin in the woods, what we actually need is a calendar. It sounds ridiculously simple, because it is. This is your homework before I post the next video. If you're serious about writing your novel, I want you to think about when you want to have it written. This is a real achievable goal. It just takes some forethought and a bit of planning. I'm willing to bet that most people can find the time to write 250 words 5 days a week. That's 1,250 words a week. If you stuck to this timetable without exception, you would have your 80,000 word novel written in 1 year and 3 months. And that actually isn't a bad length of time for a first draft. I'm also willing to bet that you won't restrict yourself to writing only 250 words a day. You'll get excited about your story. You'll want to write more. You'll see the word count increase and the end will be in sight. Just like training for a marathon, your brain will get fitter and more accustomed to sitting down and throwing itself into your story. Your stamina will improve. Your desire to do it will get stronger. So take out your diary. I mean, at the moment, most people's travel plans are largely on hold, and work out what you can realistically manage in the next 12 to 15 months. And by doing that, you'll see when you'll have finally finished your book. This strategy is what we're going to use in my online course, Telling Yourself the Story. And because you'll have learned all about first draft freedom, writing those words in the timetable you've put together won't feel like yet another chore to add to your list. It's going to feel like fun. Like you're discovering something every single day about this book that you've been thinking about and dreaming about for all of this time. Of course, we'll supplement that with new skills and knowledge in writing structure and characterization and dialogue, but underpinning it all is the massively exciting fact that finally you are putting yourself first. You're making time for something you've wanted for a really long time, and nothing is going to stop you. If this is something that sparks your interest, sign up for the early bird waitlist and get access 1 day before the public. In the next video, I'll show you the complete outline of the course from beginning to end. You'll be able to really see what you'll be doing on the course so that you can get this freedom to write your first draft. I'll show you every single step, so you don't want to miss that. Okay, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video and I'll see you then. Bye.